Right now on WBZ, we are officially in the blizzard of 26. A powerful nor'easter bringing heavy snow and wind gusts across the region. And we have a storm that has knocked out power lines, and it's creating dangerous lack of visibility on the roads. This scene from Marblehead, where you can see the treacherous blizzard conditions. And these conditions are dangerous even for drivers trying to clear the roads for us. A plow driver in Kingston is okay, but after this 6-inch tree branch broke off and fell, piercing his windshield. Amazingly, it landed between the operator's legs, missing him by just inches. And here's a look at the drive on Route 6A, heading from Bourne to Sandwich. From our next weather road tracker, it's going to be a few more hours before it is safe to drive. And as we take a live look outside at Boston, you can see conditions are still very intense here at noontime, low visibility. And thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paula Eben. This storm could be one for the record books. And we have a live Next Weather Alert team coverage of this storm for you, beginning with WBZ meteorologist Jason Michael. Jason, reset us. Where are we now?
Oh, friend, we continue to double down here and also triple down on the impacts across the board as of right now. Already some locations across southern New England, at least with 2 feet of snow here. Visibility is another threat that we're actually going to be dealing with here for the remainder of the afternoon. It's still with some of these steady snow bands moving through. It has been significantly cut down and likely to remain that way at least through about 4 to 5 p.m. later on this evening. Where we stand right now, to answer Paula's question, is we are still dealing with a very steady and also intense snow band across areas for the South Shore. And for the most part, it actually hasn't changed all that much here since it began roughly around midnight earlier this morning. And in fact, a lot of the winds are aiding and abetting to the visibility concerns again on this Monday afternoon. We are now sustaining wind gusts approaching 60 to 70 miles per hour and even approaching more than 80 miles per hour already being recorded over on the island of Nantucket. Some of the weather watchers also reporting in nearly 2 feet of snow. Look at this. Danvers, Ed is reporting about 22 inches there. Scott up in Taunton, you can see at least down in Taunton about 23 inches of snowfall and at least over a foot of snow already reported in Winchester and also Hopkinton at this hour. More snowfall totals here. I put just a little bit of a small asterisk next to New Bedford and also Providence. They had at least 5 inches in terms of snow rates there for an hour. About 8 inches of reported snow being put down on the ground in New Bedford, and Providence area there likely be setting in the top 3 of some of the snowiest snowstorms that they've had on record down there. So again, a lot of friends in and around the New England area is still dealing with a whole lot of snow. So where we are right now, towards the peak of the storm system, and our chief meteorologist Eric Fisher is joining us now with an update of what happens once we are now moving towards the afternoon. Eric.
All right, Jason, we'll be talking about that snow starting to pivot, and we're also going to talk about the winds slowly starting to get a bit better. That's been a huge aspect of this storm. These winds much stronger than anything we've had over the last few winters in any sort of nor'easter. So here's where we stand at 3 in the afternoon. Still looking at blizzard conditions, a lot of blowing and drifting going on out there. Strongest winds at the coastline, especially Cape Cod and the islands you are closest to the storm. So there you go. Then we head toward around 6 o'clock. Things getting a little bit more manageable across all of the interior at this point, but still very windy if you're at the coast. Still a chance for damaging wind gusts there. Then we head toward the middle of the night tonight. Now we're at 1 a.m., much more reasonable, easier for power crews to get outside and get to work. And to thank anyone who works in that industry, as well as some of the plow operators, busy day for them. Now, one thing that really worked in our favor here, still very impactful at the coast, could have been a lot worse. We have minor coastal flooding with a high tide cycle this afternoon. The peak of the storm was during dead low tide just a couple hours ago. There's a big tidal fluctuation that makes all the difference. Our most infamous storms time out exactly with high astronomical tide. Did not happen with this one, so that is one thing that's working. We're grateful. Wave heights are over 20 feet. You've got those strong northerly winds now blowing outside. So when we get to that high tide between 3 and 4 this afternoon, whether you're in Scituate or down toward Nantucket, we still think there'll be minor coastal flooding, maybe a couple of low-end moderate pockets. Splash over, some coastal road closures, absolutely. Beach erosion, absolutely. But this could have been more toward the top of the scale, and the timing made all the difference in that regard. But power outages because of the winds They're widespread, over 250,000 customers all across eastern Mass and near the coast. Farther inland, more scattered. The farther away you go, the less that power outage risk is a problem. Now, we will see drying conditions overnight tonight. We'll have some sunshine, cold sunshine tomorrow. There is some more snow in the pipeline. Now, I don't want to lay it on too thick. We're dealing with one thing at a time here. But Wednesday will bring a coating to a couple of inches of snow. There is another chance for a system that will come through here on Thursday night into early Friday morning. So although we're not in a big snowstorm pattern going forward, we are still in a winter pattern, and it looks like snow chances will persist into next week. So we'll lead you through each one of these as they come. We'll start with today, and then we'll move on from there. We'll have much more of the forecast coming up.
All right, Eric, thanks so much. Let's focus in on those power outages that you were just talking about. The storm's responsible for hundreds of thousands of power outages at this point. More than 285,000 statewide. As of noontime, 3 entire towns, Provincetown, Truro, and Wellfleet, everyone has lost power. Cape Cod has the most extensive power outages in Massachusetts. And this storm brought intense blizzard conditions throughout the region. WBZ meteorologist Jacob Wyckoff has been live for us in Marshfield. The wind has been blowing. It has been intense all morning long, and it's not letting up. Jacob?
No. In fact, we've seen these winds really gusty throughout the later morning. Kind of ramped up. We were here at 3 a.m. We saw some splash over from the seawall that was rebuilt after the January and March 2018 nor'easters. They had to rebuild it to protect some of the homes that are off of Ocean Street. We saw the splash over. Then things improved for the time being, and then the wind really started to ramp up. The snow is caking on anything that it touches, almost a cement-like consistency. It sticks to the power lines, it sticks to the trees, and that causes some of those damage reports, the power outages that we're seeing. As Eric mentioned, silver lining in all of this, I think this area, the South Shore, is avoiding the worst of it. But if I could just leave you with something, I would say each storm that we cover, each blizzard, each nor'easter that we cover has its own type of personality or what we're left with. And this storm, I think, it's going to be that persistent snowband that has set up kind of over the South Shore, right into Plymouth, Bristol counties, right on into Rhode Island. I haven't seen a feature like that in quite a long time. And as Eric and Jason have mentioned back in the studio, Rhode Island could be talking about their all-time highest snowfall total on record for them. And that's because of that snowband, 2 to 4, up to 5 inches per hour. Here, we're not getting the same accumulations right at the coastline because all of it is being blown just inland. If I took a trip a quarter mile inland, I'd be talking about a completely different story. But here in Marshfield, it is certainly still intense. I think that we have avoided the worst of the coastal issues, and we'll just continue to pile up the snow through the rest of the storm. Guys, back to you in the studio.
Jacob Wyckoff, we appreciate it. Thanks so much. The storm's bringing dangerous flooding to towns like Winthrop. WBZ's Christina Rex joins us live with a look at the conditions there. Christina?
Paula, a really unfortunate situation here in Winthrop. We're on Marshall Street. Let me show you what's happening behind me. This is a town of Winthrop plow truck stuck in a sinkhole. We're told by neighbors he's been stuck here since roughly 7:30 this morning. There's been a number of other town employees coming by to try and figure out how to tow him out, but you can see here that the tires are actually off the rims, which has caused a major issue getting this plow truck out of this sinkhole. You can also see, if we could just move this way a little, the sinkhole, it just leads to a crack all the way down the street. Again, this is Marshall Street here in Winthrop. And this isn't the only problem. There's a number of water main breaks around town as well. I want to have you hear from a neighbor now. He told us kind of what he saw and what he heard when this plow first fell through the road.
Plow was coming up the street, and I heard a big pop, look out, and he's sinking.
He's literally stuck in the...
Yeah, the tires, both tires popped, the air brakes are gone, the whole truck's totaled.
Pretty tough situation for this plow truck. Like I said, it's been several hours. He's stuck here in this sinkhole. The town of Winthrop has reported a number of water main breaks. The street just around the corner is completely flooded. We're going to go check that out right after this. So no power in this area, very little water. The town has asked residents not to use their running water or to use it limited right now while they figure out this entire situation. Live in Winthrop, Christina Rex, WBZ News.
Just adding insult to injury. Christina Rex, thank you so much. I hope you'll get your hood back there. Now, this is the second significant snowstorm in Boston so far this winter. WBZ's Penny Commit has been out in the snow covering it all for us, and she joins us live since 4:30 a.m. Penny, it's been quite a journey.
It has been. You know, Paula, something different about this storm compared to the last one is that this one just feels apocalyptic, I say as my hair flies into my mouth. It is just so windy out here, snow pelting you in the face, and no one is outside. This is Comm Ave, a very busy area of Boston. I haven't seen one single person waiting for the T here at Babcock Street. I've seen barely anyone on the roads, and such a bustling area right by BU's campus. No one really seems to be patronizing these businesses. It is desolate, it is cold, it is quiet, and this is just not what we see typically in this area of Boston. Now, some people that have been on the sidewalks, the BU men's hockey team, they still had practice today, although classes are canceled. I caught up with them.
Snowy Monday. Yeah, it's pretty nice weather out.
Coach didn't cancel practice for you guys?
No, we need to get our time in, so we're enduring the blizzard that we got going on.
And what do you think you'll be doing at practice today?
Man, I don't know, same old.
And that's why they are one of the best hockey teams in the country. Even in these conditions, they make their way to practice. Though they did tell me they wish they were ice skating instead of walking to practice. And he was a junior there, Aiden. He says this is by far the worst he's ever seen when it comes to severe weather in the city of Boston. I think if you've moved here just within the last few years, you can definitely agree. But we've got 900 pieces of equipment on the roads and the sidewalks. Hopefully things will only look up from here, Paula.
We're hoping so. All right, Penny Commit, thanks so much. And blizzard conditions have been intensifying on the Cape. Here's the scene in Bourne. You can see the heavy wind, gusts, whipping, very low visibility. WBZ's Levin Reed picks up our coverage from the Cape live in Sandwich. Everything really intensified a couple of hours ago. Then it seemed to begin to vary. How are things looking now, Lev?
It's right in between. Let's say it's right between the intensity and the vary. It's in the middle of that. I think earlier we talked about, like, what is this snow going to be remembered for? And I think because the wind and the snow makes it just disrespectful. It's just flying in your face and the wind is going, everything is blowing around. The whiteout conditions, we talk about it being as a car and you're driving, you can't see a quarter of a mile in front of you. Well, if you're walking, it's impossible to see because the snow is coming in every direction and it is right in your eyes and in your face, and the snow is sometimes it's wet and it's cold in your face, and sometimes it's dry and it kind of hits your face real hard, and it hurts. It's one of those things that I'd never seen before, and when you get a chance to talk to people who are walking around, they were just like, it's a phenomenon. They had never seen it either. Weather in this area always gets kind of tough here and there, especially when you have something like this. But we've never had a blizzard in 4 years, and when you get a chance to be out here, you see what this is all about. And I'll say this, Paula. We always talk about whiteout conditions. I always thought whiteout conditions were like for 10 and 15 minutes at a time. We're talking hours at a time now that these whiteout conditions have happened, where the snow is just blowing and you can't see in front of you. It's one of those, it's what makes this storm very different than a lot of other storms that I've been a part of. We're live in Sandwich. I'm Levin Reed. Paula, back to you.
It has been unrelenting. Levin, thank you so much. We really appreciate all of your work this morning, bringing us the view from Sandwich. Thank you.